Yeah, and it's the weirdest way for her to dump me. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Who does it by snail mail nowadays?
Oh, we're recording. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gary, that we kind of revealed that to the public. Anyway, I'm Wade.
This is Gary.
And this is the B-Movie Den.
Episode 2.
The second ever B-Movie Den. The sequel.
Yes, not the pre-sequel, but the sequel.
Yes. And today we're going to do something different. Last time we did Deadly Class. I keep saying Deadly Class. Deadly Prey.
Yes, Deadly Prey.
We kind of predetermined that one as the first one, but usually from now on we're going to be picking them out of this hat.
Yes.
There's a bunch of them in here.
Yep.
As you see, there's a bunch of names. I just dropped 2 of them. I'm going to put them right back in. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to draw them. I'm not prepared. He's not prepared. We don't know what we're going to pick.
Yep, so...
You know because on YouTube.
Yep.
But we don't know as we're recording this. So, Gary, since we have a system, you pick this time. So, grab the hat, and let's begin.
We've got Flesh Eater. So, Wade, thoughts?
Fuck you, Bill Heinzman. What the oh my god. Oh. Now, a little preface it, I have never seen this movie. I've heard of it. I heard that the lead ghoul from the graveyard ghoul from Night of the Living Dead made a movie. I heard about Flesh Eater. I keep getting mixed with Manhunter.
Yeah, I don't know how you kept getting mixed with Manhunter. That's a completely different kind of film.
So we're just doing this one. I knew I was in trouble. I knew I was in trouble with when the first shot of the movie is a slow, probably the slowest tractor I've ever witnessed, seen, whatever.
For those who haven't seen this, this is basically the zombie apocalypse, but in real time, so you see every agonizing step. You want to see them board up a house in real time? Here you go.
It's just obviously Bill Heinzman. He wanted, this was made in 1987, 88, around there, 1987 or 88. So this
86 to 88, something like that.
So this is 20 years.
30 years?
About, yeah.
Well, 30 years.
30 years after Night of the Living Dead.
20 years after Night of the Living Dead, 30 years ago.
Yeah, so. And I don't know why he decided he wanted to do this movie. Yeah, this was, obviously he was the director.
Writer, producer, star.
It was very convenient that his character got to kill women that had no shirts on. All 3 of them, no shirts on. For no reason they have no shirts on.
I'm the director now.
Yeah, and he just kills them.
Show me your boobies.
Pretty much. This movie has characters.
It does have a few.
I'd like to say this is in the 3-act system, where we have the cool kids at the cornfield or
were they cool? Were they cool? They wanted to play frisbee.
Or is that wrong? Or is frisbee some sort of bullshit?
I mean, it's
that was
bullshit.
a lot. That was a lot. Can we play frisbee, or is that some sort of bullshit?
You guys want to play frisbee later? Or is that bullshit? Is that bullshit?
And then we lead to Weird Family. Yeah, Weird Family.
Weird Family. You don't know.
We don't know who the girl in the shower is.
You don't know who Susan is.
Who's Susan?
Is she a babysitter? Is she weird stepsister?
Yeah, and then we have the Halloween party.
Yeah.
And then we have another act, the 4th act, which is
cleanup.
The cleanup. So we should just go through briefly. Just go through each act. Let's talk about the what are they called? The people, the denim people.
Oh yes.
The denim kids.
So it looks like they went to Walmart and just got flannel and denim and just went like, everybody wears flannel and denim.
You had 2 guys that looked exactly the same.
They were dressed in like matching denim with the same flannel shirts underneath.
Yeah,
and haircuts.
And then we have that awkward dance scene. I don't know what the fuck that was.
You compared it to Linnea Quigley's, Return of the Living Dead trash scene. All right,
you know the trash scene, the trash dance scene from Return of the Living Dead has nothing on this movie. This movie had the great denim dance of 1988.
87.
87, whatever.
Who's counting?
It feels like it's been a whole year when they were filming it. And also we can't forget this also was the start of the awful kissing.
The ADR.
The ADR
of every
of
kissing scene.
And I'm just like, oh my god. And I learned that people like fucking on haystacks. They love fucking haystacks, apparently.
Oh yeah, it's because, hay feels wonderful on your bare skin.
And in your crevices,
Did you learn that word today? Because you've been saying it a lot today.
Crevices. Oh my god!
Oh my god. Only the teenagers said, oh my god. All the police officers said, Jesus Christ. You notice that. It's like the adults said, Jesus Christ. All the kids said,
oh my god!
Yeah, because everybody's from Jersey.
Apparently, and then we mostly follow these two characters, this couple. The one guy looks like Shane McMahon.
Yeah. So when he looked down, he definitely had Attitude Era Shane O'Mac's hair.
So we're gonna call him Shane O'Mac.
Yeah.
And then we had Shane O'Mac's girlfriend. Who did she have a name? I don't remember. Holly? Was it Holly? I don't know.
It could be. Well, you can't call her Stephanie because that's just weird.
And then it leads into like basically their Heinzman shows up. He's like, ah! and then basically they're all locked up. They board themselves up like Night of the Living Dead, almost exactly because we have the guy that's like, I don't trust anyone.
Gotta go find someplace else to hide.
Pretty much, and then that doesn't work out too well. They get annihilated really quickly.
Yeah, basically it's like if any other movie, this is where the movie ends because all the main characters you've grown to not love, because you don't really like any of these people at all.
Nope.
There's very little character development. As far as you know, they all like to drink, play frisbee, if it's not bullshit, and screw.
And dance.
Well, only the girls like to dance.
Sure. The guys were like, I'm not dancing.
The guys like
fucking
to talk. The guys like to talk football and drink beer.
No, that was the Halloween party, Gary. That was the Halloween. Get your facts straight.
Oh, I'm sorry. These guys, they all like to drink beer, though. Okay.
Yes.
They all like to drink beer. One side like to play frisbee. The other side like to play football. I'm sorry. They both started with the letter F.
Then we deal with the weird family thing, which is I don't understand that whole thing. You did point out a good point that the father was asking for was her name Susan? He was asking for Susan, not his wife or kids.
Yeah.
What?
And considering she was like,
you know what? That's so in depth, Gary, that I don't think Bill Heinzman wrote that. I think that's just our own brains. We're like, oh, that's a pretty.
Considering that the wife says that I want you to come down here, because I want to leave before. It was like I don't want to leave until my husband gets home or something like that.
And why was she using the shower? To get nice for him.
Exactly. It's
I
very
guarantee
weird.
that's not in the screenplay at all. That is just a total coincidence that it comes off that way.
It's just, this is what the fans think. Or fan and hater. Drinking that haterade.
So you like the movie a lot.
Oh yeah.
I
grew up with the movie.
So boring. Like it went I'll say the special effects, they're pretty decent.
Yeah, for like low budget 80s films.
Like the axe to the head was a really good effect. You could see some terrible parts of the effects, but of course when he was reaching that girl in her stomach, he pulls out the heart,
like a cow's heart. That's like.
As I drop everything,
twice the size of a human heart, that kind of stuff, and then there's good effects in there. He punches through one girl's chest, and like a little baby hand effect comes out.
And there's like inconsistencies with how the makeup is, like the horse couple.
Oh yeah.
The horse wife has like this really hardcore makeup on her face, but no one else has that makeup. Now, Bill Heinzman, I understand his is because he's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
But a lot of them weren't dead for a while. I just don't understand.
Yeah, like some of them are
also, let's not forget about the cop that gets all mutilated and we're like, and his
some
face.
of them just get like a bite out of the boob, and other ones are just like completely eaten down.
Yeah, and
like the cop, he is completely like eaten away, but they don't touch the mustache. That's how you know it's still the cop. You identify him by his mustache.
Yeah, and it's awful stuff. Like it's just like the dialogue's terrible. Like, oh, I like your costume. And you're just like, oh my god. And then, of course,
I really like your costume.
Let's talk about the drunk Dracula. I'm not drunk. Oh,
you're drunk. Your costume looks like shit. Now there's a costume.
And then, of course, and if you're a big fan of soundtracks, you should get the soundtrack for Flesh Eater. It's one song.
No, they spiced it up with, you know...
They add little hi-hats into it. They add hi-hats to it, and there's a cat here.
Hey, Gozer, what's going on?
Gozer liked it. Gozer liked Flesh
Eater. Gozer came by and watched it for about 20 minutes.
Flesh Eater? She walks away. Okay. So I guess not. But yeah, they added like 17. They said like 17 variations of that theme.
Oh yeah.
I mean, John Carpenter can get away with it for Halloween, not this movie, because they just do it all the time. Sometimes you have to use it at the right times. This movie does not do that at all. It just says, "Oh, let's put it there."
We're gonna put it in everything we can. So.
And I called it. And I said, if the ending of this movie is just Night of the Living Dead, I'm gonna say fuck you to the camera.
Don't get all choked up. It's okay.
And I said, fuck you.
It's okay. You had to leave the room for a minute, though.
I was like so mad. I was like, really? We're gonna go this way?
But the thing is, it didn't end like that. You still had like 5 minutes left.
So spoiler. So Shane McMahon and Shane McMahon's girlfriend, they survive or whatever, and then they go out of a barn, and then the same guy who killed Ben from Night of the Living Dead kills them.
Yeah. The returning character.
And he said, I'm getting good at this.
Yeah, here's the kicker. Before that, he's like, before that, he goes like, I haven't seen anything, I haven't shot anything, I haven't gotten anything yet. Then he kills him and goes like, yeah, I'm getting pretty good at this. It's like, wait a minute. Why are you getting pretty good at it? And
we had to, and you made a good point. I was like, do we have to literally see them kill every single person that was infected? Yeah. And then you pointed out, like, George Romero did not show everyone get bit. George Romero did not show everyone get shot. This guy's literally, if it's someone's like, I'm going to go make a sandwich, he films them make the sandwich.
Yeah,
just assume that the sandwich is made.
Yeah.
They show the boy that's dressed like a fisherman, I don't know, there's a fish in the percolator, and then he starts making the caramel apples, and we have to watch him do the caramel apples for like a minute, and like, oh my god, stop. This movie was 90 minutes, but it felt like 2 hours. This movie could easily be in like 60 minutes. This could have been...
Like, in all honesty,
there's no plot.
As I said, it's like, you know, in the first 20 minutes of the film, they kill off all the kids, except for the main two, and you could have been like, well, that's the movie. That's where most movies would have ended.
No. Not this one.
This one, they decided to add more characters as the movie progressed. And you're like, no, that was just part A.
I didn't like this movie.
So for people like Wade, this movie was Welcome to Hell.
If it was like the whole movie was like the Halloween party, or at least more consistent with it, like pacing wise and structure wise, I would like this movie a little bit.
Maybe if they had a better soundtrack.
No, it's the soundtrack. I'm just like, oh god, like I love Suspiria. They use that thing to death. I'll agree, but I feel like it's just like Heinzman takes his time and he's methodical with it, and it doesn't work for this movie.
I'm pretty sure this is the only movie that Heinzman directed. So.
Yeah, and it's just, I feel like he needed an editor to be like, dude, this movie is boring. Can we cut some things? And he's like, no! Because he probably budgeted with his own money, so...
That's when in 5 years you find the Heinzman cut that's 7.5 hours long. And I tricked this bastard into sitting down and watching it, and we're like this, going like this. I'm never gonna watch Flesh Eater again.
Oh, and then they kill the 2 kids, and then it goes on for another 5 minutes!
Yeah, they go for another 5 minutes.
Oh my god, I was like, are we gonna film them file the police paperwork too?
Well, they might, I said, it's like, well, maybe they're not out of pen, maybe they don't have pens, and they're like, oh, we have to go buy some. So...
Then they go to the store and buy them. Anyway, I don't know. In Deadly Prey, did we give a ranking, like a 5-star system?
Yeah. Well, we did that one out of pizzas.
Okay.
This one should be out of stinky armpits because several of the zombies had,
The Hawaiian girl.
She had the best one. It was way up here. It was 90-degree
and then
angles.
And then he's like, "That's my daughter."
It's like, don't shoot her. That's my daughter, for Christ's sakes.
And then they shoot her.
Yeah.
Also,
everybody used as much ammo as possible shooting these kids from 10 feet away.
They're terrible shots. Why did you get these people to do the shots? Anyway, I'd probably give it out of stinky armpits. I'd give it 1.5 stinky armpits out of 5. There was parts where I chuckled and laughed. There was some great, terrible dialogue. The characters, they're one-dimensional, but they're fun. The effects are the best part, I think. They're not the greatest effects, but they're, for what everything else in the movie when it comes to story and acting, it's the best thing. It's not saying much, but it's the best thing.
Like, for me, I'd probably give it, say, like 3.5 out of 5 stinky armpits.
Gary, you're killing me here.
Oh, I've also been watching the movie for like 30 years, too, so you have to give it
This is my first time watching the movie.
I know. So I've grown to love it over the years.
So that's our thoughts.
That's our thoughts on the movie.
Bill Heinzman's Flesh Eater!
Also known as Revenge of the Living Zombies, and probably a half dozen other titles that I don't know.
But I did think, I hope they don't end up in the fucking graveyard. Like, this leads up to it. So they don't do that, thank God. So let us know in the comment section below. Please, let us know in the comment section below. Please share the video. We want this to spread out.
Yes,
Make
please.
my torture worth it. This wasn't torturous, but it was kind of.
Pick some nice grindhouse exploitation, blaxploitation films, movies that might make him just die, because his reactions to this have been some of the funniest shit, and after the week I've had, this has been hysterical. Yes. All right? So.
And be sure to hit subscribe.
Yeah.
And do all of that. Comment, everything like that. And be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell so you get everything we do from B-Movie Den to our kind of companion show, Criterion Connection. We do all this stuff. Like I said, we do this show monthly. Please do suggestions, all of that. Share the video. I have nothing else to say. So until next time.
Use a deodorant over there, buddy?
Yes.